Hello! There's a new update from your favorite GSM operator, Africell.
For all of you that have struggled to buy cash power beyond $7,000, Africell has done it again. The limit to buy cash power is now up to $30,000. Oh yes, $30,000.
Buy all the cash power you want from your AfriMoney account by dialing *777#.
Where Africell goes, nobody dares to follow.
It's an amazing offer. Africell Mobile Money just got way better. The threshold for cash in and cash out on your AfriMoney has been increased.
Where it used to be 10,000 per transaction, now it has been increased to 30,000. Meaning, your AfriMoney account, you can now withdraw and deposit up to $30,000 at once.
Cashing in and out just got 3 times easier. For more info, call 777.
Where Africell goes, nobody dares to follow.
Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yonna Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yonna Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yonna Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, takaful fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yonna Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yonna Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yonna head office at Touba Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yonna branch located countrywide near you.
assalamu alaikum baɗigol ngali konton kali bisimillahi koreke momoɓe kerfatu jiɓe kañin tembenna allah Politic Kaacha programme o mutanale ne min kanale talata wa talata ne ñiwato sita mbafala moɓe ko al bisimillahi ñim programme o to mi yalon ko mo jamal ka sika batum pour kala moy Gambie jang anin Gambie bantala ɓe gam mbafala moɓe ko ala barka bake alɓe programme o ñinnoma kan ñamen nga Africell tenduke je bake kañum programme o fasa ka sembentuyandi Africell litole blodum ñim programme o koto number 7 number 2 anin number 4 be Africell leti ibe promotion balle ke kan Gambia banko kan jangna tra Africell layno be bulu isifen jama bal gagné no kabo Africell bulu wala na mobe nyanda kata Africell layno nyini bi mutanale ne kote ke anin lun tan kote na mialon ko nibe kacala Gambia politiko kola mba kacala janne bari ale alon ne sain Gambia be sutia kan election la carte fayo kana 2026 sain za fono la ko jari lam carte fayo de wala tinna be kacala bake kolle mialon ko lebe den carte fayo la bari bi nga kuma bale nati ale mialon ko Gambia dingol bebe lafrine pour kala moy kolu mi alon ko wala nyanta kela janning 2026 wala kol mi alon ko wala si keno wala kol mi alon ko wala si falino janning 2026 carte fayo bina wala de nangal luntang fula soto sabanjango nyimbe futala nyaato demandi bayri ngata retal demandi na luntang folo mo Momodou Cham leti Momodou Cham bara Chamen ali alon ne Chamen ñu waji ngono jibe durim bakele kabring di diaspora club il lafta ka lopitano lo je bari kamuntale ko mansa kunda ya foyne ko yela clearance men dilanu ya revoke pour ka lopitano lo wodulato andum Sidi Ndiaye keta multimi alon ko ya tumi Sidi Ndiaye fana keta multimi alon ko adiamutale nunka kumol ñil bay nga on the grand bantaba last week nga minnati nunje wolem diaspora club la PRO ti ade fana diamuta bari Momodou Cham keta multimi alon ko to fota bakele o programme moto wala nanga nati pour afana kodolu senandi mi alon ko ya wolelom bayring kabring diaspora club tata itata through atele ya min kera Momodou Cham de ando ate yate tumile ko ate mo opposition olti wala tinna kolu mantra ta kanji kuke so afana be diamu la nyim programme moto len nga Touba Marrie soto jang Touba Marrie well abe nga opportunity tale pour ka soto nyim programme moto bi janning abe bola Gambia banko kan janka burung bayring abe jande science and tenting mole mi alon ko Gambia din jamala especially in 2014 mo jamali alonne Gambia banko kan jannabe bola Gambia na data damma Gambia jang aya faham bakele anin Gambia bantala fana do ko jamale ke ni nata data la karola ando ala biography warta bakele bari mbe dunna annabe min kacala wala be kala carte fayol milliard lonko wala be wala ketanu Gambia banko kan jam bimba commencé la kabring 1994 96 la carte fa ketanu 1996 ma commencé la wolto nga jibe carte fayolu ka Kenya dile munem chancol ti pour opposition le gagner natara ilota bari munem incumbent fango symbole mi alon ko wala tarte buru symbole mi alon ko lebe bulu nyimbe mu kolleti mi alon ko bi na ba kacala well in 2026 jumale chance do pour ka gagner well nga data analyst well is of course I'm analyst lem you call it science what how do you call it?
Well you can call it a scientific prediction
Isa
komandi no wala comme number la karole ka jubero ke nyaabe
all right
depending on mental
all right so mbe wobe jibe la janne b but first Mr. Cham, welcome.
Thank you very much, Buba. Good afternoon, viewers, and I'm happy to be back again.
Yeah, again. This is your second time, right? Thank you so much for coming. Touba, welcome.
Buba, thank you very much. For the benefit of the people who know me way back, I am going to state my names again for records.
Yes.
My names are Touba KSSAD AAOPH Marrie, which the abbreviations are Touba Kramo Sheikh Sharif Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Al Hassan Omar Professor Honorable Special Marrie.
Keto jam fadal.
Ndo jam fadal. So na follow wal menul yellow nusrat and beyond. These are names. So on the media to the name mafo. It's a content program or GB. But baraka baka nka kel fatu follow baka nka la political kacha grand bantabani program ko tengol they are very informative men ke na faje baka so ndefana kontanda bi kana jang nga do ko men ke political data kono kabo 1996 sangola wala sanji yata o kabra futata sanji wili kilin kemo kononto tan kononto ani worote ko for 1996 way na for 2021 carte fa men kra tata for carte fa woro ko mel tamata wodo administrative area la kana incumbency la power to kana coalition même form to no mbe ko mu me ka jala le bi ning ala sonda
all right mbe labanayte la bari mo jimale be la fla pour ka ko lo mi alon ko le tambe do carte fa alto but mbita chairman follow Mr. Cham problem be in Chamen right now deglu nga the diaspora club on the Grand Bantaba the other day why deglu nga tamet of course I'm seeing the respond bo xamne joxe nako what exactly happened lan mo xew in Chamen
thank you very much Buba I am very much disappointed with the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare equally very disappointed with Sidi Njai who is my brother from the same community the diaspora club, these are Gambian brothers and sisters based in abroad who contributed their money to support the health welfare of this country. I met the diaspora club almost 2 years ago where we agreed and decided we invest in Chamen Nainija based on the fact finding that was given to them based on the health leakages within the provincial Gambia. We sat together as a team and discussed about it in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, where we consulted the then Director of Public Health Service, who is Mr. Bitey, who I was able to meet.
Okay. Can we do this in the local language? Maybe if you are okay with Wolof or Nainija.
Okay. Thank you very much, Buba. I'm not dina lack Wolof.
Okay, no problem.
Concerning the issue of Nainija, the Ministry of Health, Jakko nañ ak ñom through the diaspora club, where ñu yëpp ñu waxtaan te ànd ak benn kaddu moo nekkoon pour ñu war a samp ay maternity ward in Chamen Nainija. Maternity ward bi nag jaar nañ si place yu bari balaa ñu àgg Nainija from the regional level down to the headquarters yëpp jaar nañ fa buñ fa àgga si lañ waxtaan ak one of the guy who was there, that was Mr. Bitey, mu jox ñu the assurance with the support of the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Health. Si la ñu guy the proposal we need to prepare the plan of the building. There's probably present the first plan which is about 30 houses that need to be built, 30 houses that need to be built within the maternity ward, and also some of the facilities that are very important. Monica come the EPI in the maternity ward. Dinga am fofu nonu consultation room, dinga am a waiting room, dinga am toilets inside. You know, lo xamne maternity ward war na ko am ministry identified lo dañ ko wara am in collaborations with their construction team. So si digante bi nak ñu ubbi WhatsApp page bu xamne the minister was in the WhatsApp page, Dr. Bitey is in the WhatsApp page, and the technical team of the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare ñu ngi won si WhatsApp page bi, including Dr. Bitey. It was very unfortunate bu ma dégg Mr. Nyasi, who issued the revoke letter mu ne the diaspora were not, or he was not informed, Mohammed Sidara, which was very unfortunate from Mr. Nyasi. First, we diaspora then present and first plan be ministry mune bobu defare because then consider 9 kilometers away from Chamen, they have been at the Njao. So Njao then for wara liggéey another clinic. So suñ fa liggéey clinic bobu dina wañi comme the dole bu wara dem Chamen, which we agree. You develop back, you prepare another plan with our contractor, Brother Bachili, Sunsense Company. You develop for you know, vitamin defare, when you muje adopt the third one, Mohammed dina am about 12 hours.
Ministry we defare.
Ministry you know bobu defare.
Okay.
Then they later adopted the third one, you know, nangu nañ bobu andana bobu. Then we went back to the community in collaboration with the regional directorate. They were informed. Why fuma gena nesu waji moneka my brother the CD mune our alcalo was not informed, the VTC chairman was not informed, the chief was not informed, lolu du dega. In fact the alkali is my father, so my papa who is GB Cham, and in fact the diaspora consulted GB before consulted me. I came last in this project.
GB is the alcalde.
GB is the alcalde. In fact, we still have the audio messages between the diaspora team and the alcalde. From there, the VDC chairman, who is a brother to Sitinjai, during our inauguration, that is the foundation lane, I can show our pictures of the VDC chairman present in the gathering. I personally informed him on phone and also on a WhatsApp message concerning this issue. I'm HO1 because I informed him around the 21st that the diaspora team agreed on the 30th they should be in Nainija. Maneko, but this is a collective responsibility as a brother. Maneko, I will be very happy that you should be part of this gathering because Lee is for all of us. Manema, okay, but this is gonna dinaneka on a Monday. Maneko, wow, degala, because the chairman of the diaspora team will be landing around Friday. So it's difficult for either Saturday or Sunday. But they have agreed for them on Monday. Manema, okay, no problem. Why them are busy? Maneko, Monday, ambulance citizens in the national. I agree with him on this issue. Maneko, there's no citizens in the National Assembly.
Can
on Monday. Okay. Manema, okay, I will see about it. Maneko, Modo in Pular. We have to go back home. Let's go. You have to take the lead on the phone. Manema, okay, no problem. Why come the family la momo post ma send ko a WhatsApp message just to serve as a reminder. The district chief, who is a very close friend, that's Ustaz Dauda Yok. I call him the same day on the 21st, informing about this issue. I wasn't satisfied only telephone calls. I called the alkali in collaboration with the VDC chairman Sineki Alkali, and you talk, three of us. We discuss about the 30th as a team. The National Assembly member was not informed. Quite right. I did not inform him, and I have a reason. The reason is he is the chairman of the health committee in the National Assembly. He knows the difficulties that women and children are going through in Nainija. He is a professional trained public health officer. He was in the 5th legislature of this country. He knows the struggle that the people of Nainija are going through. He was never interested and never participated in the well-being of the people of Nainija. He is a ceremonial National Assembly member, and we get him as a ceremonial National Assembly member.
Okay.
So, the regional director was informed about this program.
You mean the health regional director?
The health regional director, Mr. Fofana, was also informed. I spoke to him on the phone on the 21st, before the 30th. So when I heard CD and the National Assembly member quoting that the relevant authorities in Nainija were not informed, I feel sorry for this country. On the 30th, on the 29th, while I was in Banjul, December 29, while I was in Banjul, that very day, I received a call around 4 o'clock, which is from Sidinjai. He told me that he got information. There are people calling him, telling him I told them that he gave me assurance. I respond to him on the phone, who are you? You are not the minister, you are not the director, you are not a staff of the Ministry of Health. I want to know those people calling you. He said, okay, no, don't worry. I just want to confirm that from you. I said, are you recording me? I told him this on the phone. Are you recording? If you're recording me, can I make it very clear? Tell those people, where did you have the powers to give me the clearance? And I told him, look, in fact, what do you mean about this? We have the necessary documents that we need to do our implementation of our project in Chamen, Nainija. And I told you on the 21st that this is a program that both of us have to be in attendance. Why are you calling me today Sunday and asking me about somebody telling you? I asked Malache ko si telephone bi kan mo la ko wax. But he brought this joke. He said, no, don't worry, Mauro, thank you very much, it's fine. You know, I just wanted to confirm. I said, okay, now what I will do is, those people calling you, telling you that I said, you cannot disclose their names to me, but I will send you the clearance that we received from the Ministry of Health. You use it as evidences that you are not the one that pardon me or give me the money to go and do the implementation of this project. And I told him too, this is not about me, it's about the people of Nainija. This is the reason why I call you from the onset on the 21st when we agreed. And told me, okay, no problem. That's where I end my telephone call with him. Few minutes, I received a call coming from the OIC of the clinic, Mr. Jaite. He told me that the National Assembly member called him that he's informed of a program that should be held on the 30th. Whether he's informed, then he responded, yes, I am informed. What Nanimako? And in fact, the regional director is informed. And this is a project that we're waiting for because it's something that we need as civil servants of this community because it's our legacy. This is how we responded to the National Assembly member. He, the National Assembly member, again called our village alkali, who is GB, sabotaging the program, trying to use the government protocols or whatsoever, or the powers vested on him to declare the program that should be held on the 30th. Just around 6 o'clock, I spoke to the alkali on the phone, and he told me that he is receiving series of calls coming from National Assembly member and the chief. And I also asked him, who again? He said, okay, these are the calls that I received at the moment. I said, what do they tell you? He said, he told me in the telephone, one number the telephone, comme ñu ne programme bu war am élec waruta am fofu non da programme politics la maniko alkali, this is very unfortunate. Maniko the entire Nainija, the entire Chamen, they are the only 3 people that are informed about this program. That's you as the alkali, the VDC chairman, and also the chairman of the committee in Chamen, who is Adama. I in fact tasked Adama to inform the nearby communities and also the TAC members of the clinic, and which he did. Then the other guy that I informed, who I needed his service of the youths, was the coach of the village because we needed to clear the clinic. It was bushy and we needed to clear it so that at least the media would have not captured those filthy things within the clinic. I used Amatia, who is Momodou Cham. I spoke to him on the phone to coordinate the boys for me to go and clear that place. Okay. Then I end my telephone calls with the community. Then I decided I have to leave that very day because the number of calls that I received, they were unbearable. So I left here, was it after 11 in the night, and arrived around 3 a.m. to coordinate and see the success of the program. When I arrived in the morning, the first guy that I spoke to was the alkali, because around 6 a.m. we were already at the ground preparing the ground for these people who were coming for the ceremony. I spoke to the alkali, it was on a Monday, because he left to the market. When I spoke to him on the phone, I told him, alkali, I came very late, so I could not meet you yesterday night. He told me, okay, no problem. But I am scared. He told me I am scared. I said, what is going on? He told me that I am receiving so many calls. I said, okay, no problem. Whosoever call you, tell him Modu said he is not stopping the program, and there is nobody that can stop the program today. Those people calling you, can they not call me? He told me that the chief was calling him, the National Assembly member was calling him, and Sidinjai was also calling him. I told him, let these people call me. You are just a mayor alkali of the community. You were informed about this project, and in fact, you were the first guy who recommended my appearance in the project. So if they are not calling you, threatening you because of your position, tell them, let them call me. And he was okay with this, and in fact, he was in the market that very day on Monday. So whosoever called him, he would tell you, call Momodou Cham. He's in the village. While early in the morning, when we just started setting up our ground, the National Assembly member called the district chief.
And when you said National Assembly member,
Amadou Kamara, who called the district chief, telling the district chief to impose pressure on our alkali to come and declare the program off. Alkali called me. He told me that the number of calls that I am receiving are too much. I said, okay, no problem, don't worry about the calls. He told me that, how is the ground? I said, our ground is prepared. In fact, I received a call, the team is just around Jao. It's about 9 kilometers away from Chamen, and they are coming. I have set the ground ready. I have divided the team because there was little preparation of food for the guests, and I let others go back home to go and prepare the guests. And guess what? If it is politics, the team who were on the ground are not UDP, are not part of my team. These are great NPP supporters. These are local security of CD Njai in our village. Whenever he arrives in Chamen, these are the people protecting his vehicle. These are the people accompanying him in all political grounds. However, looking at the structure in Nainija, because they painted me to become a UDP supporter. How many? You
are UDP supporter.
Yeah, that's because now they're painting the project to become a UDP thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
How many projects do I implement in Nainija that the people of Nainija are benefiting? The clinic that we talk about today. Before we're talking about the maternity ward, there was fire outbreak in the clinic. We have the National Assembly member inform about this. We have the Deputy Speaker inform about this. they have not taken even a single step towards getting the light that is needed by the doctors, the nurses in the clinic. And guess what? 7 months and up to date is the Nainija diaspora that bought batteries for the clinic, not the government. There was a time I asked the OIC there, is the government informed about this? And in fact, prepared a video appealing. I personally got £70,000 for the lighting of the clinic currently through the foundation that I work with. In fact, before the Gambia diaspora, my foundation, the foundation that is World Care Foundation, appealed to the community that they would build a standard health clinic for the people of Nainija before the intervention of the Gambia diaspora. And this is not the only thing. How many projects do I implement in Nainija? We have the National Assembly member in Nainija. We have CDS Kenja in Nainija. I implemented more projects in Nainija than them. We can count water boreholes. I heard in one of his audio he talked about schools there in Nainija. There is no school currently from 2020 to date that is built by the Gambia government. I was a staff of MUPSI at the regional level. It is my team that we call the Nainija and Salum Task Force. When I was a classroom teacher, that we form. And guess what? These are civil servants within the community. We deem it necessary that we need a team that would be sensitizing the people within the community, in which we did, in Upper Salum, Lower Salum, and Nainija.
All right, I will get back to you. Abla, you were on the Grand Bantaba, but welcome first, because you came later. Welcome.
Yeah, depends, you know.
Yeah, I'm easy. I know.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to be on this show. I'm sorry for the late coming.
Yeah, it's okay.
And the viewers, you know.
Nga Touba nga buka late, but be late. Most of the time.
I got the passing, you know, so it's clear.
I know.
You know, from the beginning. First, we congratulate Mr. Cham for being a good citizen, for being there for your people. That is what it takes to be a believer, whatever religion. You need to serve people, and you've done that. Your explanation is clear, and for me, I always tell people, as we speak now, if a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old tells me something, and the government, the entire government machinery tells me something, I'll believe the 7-year, 5-year-old. Why? Because on a number of occasions, they have lied to us deliberately. So many times. And you see, there is this thing that I think people should know. It's very difficult to lie, because there will be gaps. There will be gaps. Even if there is a grant from whichever way, African Development Bank or World Bank, because they are saying this too. The people of this country, from wherever they are, decided to help Nainija. They are not asking anything from Nainija people. So I will call it a grant. So who told you taking double grant is a crime? What is wrong with you getting from this, getting from that, getting from that? And it's all geared towards the same thing. There has to be what you call human security, and healthcare cannot be out of human security. You need to have the feeling that I am in Nainija, and anytime I have a problem, I get sick or so, there is assurance that I will get the needed healthcare provided to me. And this is exactly what you people are doing. All we can do is to congratulate you and advise the government to rethink and reposition themselves. Let them understand that this, even if it is politics, the resultant effect is the people of Nyani. It doesn't matter. And the people of Nyani have right to be in MPP, in UDP, or any other political affiliation or party. If help comes in this form, the government has been here now almost 8 years. What have they done regarding this issue? And now people are coming to do this. You are trying to use politics, try to intimidate people, try to call people that don't support this, don't support that. I believed you even without seeing you. And that is why I always tell people, if a 7-year-old tells me something and the entire government machinery tells me something, I will believe the 7-year-old, because we have seen what they do, what they say, and what actually it is. So for me, what I want to say is thank you, congratulations, and let people continue to pray. Anyone in between the development of this country and the people, let God solve him, solve him. Let God deal with him, because this country, it is not us only. There were people before us, and there are going to be people after us. So basically, congratulations, and we believe you, and I can tell you, majority of Gambians believe you, because that's what happened.
Thank you so much.
And it's a winner. You against the government, and we believe you. It's a win.
All right, I was thinking back to you. So, Mira Touba Marrie laya, mi alonko nabe dia mula konga fanyame program wala data dula data scientist wala andong mathematician wala mfana anim fen jama bal mi alonko TV phone wala but konga fanyame laftare ka long carte fayolo mi alonko wala kera num Gambia banko kanjang kabrik 1996 kara for 2021 kol mi alonko wala kera no. So Touba, take us through kabring 1996 kara for 2021 carte fayol ka keja nyama.
Buba abaraka barke, and thank you very much. Left a minute wrong in the first place. Left a disclaimer lady. Young information member jambina diamala mena kola 1996 kana 2001 2006 up to 2021 among ken 30 among ken mo kilin 30 Gambia bela informational leng andunga bonde IEC la website. Okay. Any fault mentioned the J, it is not me, it is their records. Okay. Because diamo nyimbita nyame mbala ndilo. Mbe 1996 jubela 2001, 2006 2011, ngananga 2016 coalition jube, and then 2021 fanambe jubela. Okay. But in between the 2016 coalition bo jubela, and then we are also going to look at the power of incumbency throughout. Okay. Then nimbode J mbe trends jubela le ne cartel ka fay molka gaje nyaadi le, because ne jube Gambia si nyafula dambale nga falindiro soto ndenga melong kabrinte wuluta in 95 kana bito walem kabrim president Jammeh anala timol in 1994 ye coup d'etat and him the Barrow winning 2016 na coalition me winter so wo sango mu me kono at the time of Jawara Malong, but kabo 90 kana bi si nyafula lem falindiro keta o falindiro keta ku fulala. There is no opposition party mentata onto winning. It doesn't matter memfota in the past about any other political party, opposition party. Ndenga menje wolenko I see a records men samana. Incumbent le winter nabodi 2016 a coalition government win. So waka me itandila wolenko puruka karte fayo ganye Gambia among easy ni manke incumbent. But then me winter no wolen coalition design. Going forward, more side at today level, do you still want to continue hunting, or you want to do a coalition to win? I leave that to them until a presentation. Very interesting.
As a false spoke on Sunday, ako kafoko ka coalition will be Barrow on seat line 2026 is a mistake. So I'll be very interested to get where that is correct. Yeah, the data will show something. I don't know. Let's see.
And then the other thing, 99 for coup d'etat like that. B. Ani kabiri 1994 na loi man so nyina ko inyanda ko kudeta so ndoldo sila jang as private citizens nkonga mol encourage wala nse mol encourage ni menante as a data scientist nsina jang kol belari nyame nga bondi mol yo nyoto wo nyama nga trends dealer. And then fanam the sensitive part wolenko there is another record IEC kabo 1996 kana 2016 consistently a mistake in the record. The Fenko Cartifayo Menulka record, a mistakes KJ consistently to 2016. 2021 ta kabringa kisi. Ma for mistake woman KJ bari maji la records nyankono. But what previous years amumi mbite and la mola nimparator kare mem fighter mem contender nika mendi individual candidates la. Neka funyo me ni ndo bika killing. Me yati na malo. But there's another thing. Like you can, there are so many things that could lead to that, but inte all fala because I see a fentanyl ka diamu ka foko ntolnga mistake due to this and this, so ninga original for say all tan ole ka kela reason so nseme itani no molla nimperato wolenko mistake o fele nambal fele ila calculator ta nima addition lo year add ya jibani yemen sa feko wala carte nanga mole fayda fo kilin tele fo mankile yeah. So in 1996 jibe near screen jibe ita fango you can even take a look from here. In 1996 what actually happened is that, I mean, Brikama consistently, the West Coast region, it will, from 99 up to date, I'm sure this will go till I don't know how many years to come. West Coast and KMC together, it will they are the kingmakers. Nyimfulol momo sa ganye no drong, any dominant sort of drong, you can be president. You understand? In 1996, at Jube, what happened over here? Jammeh won in all the administrative areas. Nenyin grab Jube, this Jambake remember this green one down here. Ya Jambele Tamabit. Yeta to Kanifing, you go to Janjambure, Basse, Kerawan, Mansakonko, and Banjul. So he won in all.
Mansakonko Damale win,
Where's yes, sorry, yes, Mansakonko, Mansakonko Dambale win, and thank you for that. Mansakonko win UDP le win out Dabo. I cut him 16,650 sort of Wilton New Woro, Kema Woro, Talul, and in Saba. I will sort of water.
So it means in 1996, Jammeh won everything for
except the administrative area of Mansakonko. But then Niajube winning the rest, Mansakonko it all electorate. More men registered in Mansakonko in that year. There were 31,487. Strategy. But Ajube Menul Nadaka is just actually 27,000 is good. The outcome is 27,612. Wale more Wilton Sabanin killing Kemenani. Tanse aning warawula wala register ji menulia carte fay wol kono wo sangola wilim wani warawula keme woro aning tanim fula wala carte fay ji so ni tata kemo wala sidularo wala keta tanse ni warawula di anin tombu what we say that if you approximate it abakela 0.69 that is almost tombu warawula so wala taraji so ni
4,000 minimum vote
more minimum vote exactly it's about 4,000 but apart from that APRC Boja, was it still AFPRC or APRC in 1996?
I think it was after the election that they changed.
It was it after the election because
I believe it's after the election. No, this time we were all young. But I want to believe it was after the election.
Okay. I think it was after the election.
It was
but after still call us APRC.
Yeah. I mean that's So 1996, mumere even from Mansakongo area. So long I attended the Menketa in the national total. National total ni nyinge bolo kona ajiwe jana benyame jamakerola siata mumere so wolenko obviously the outcome favors at the time you know Jammeh but lafta ko kugulum fo ntama nyeme fo ntol be I was barely a few months or maybe 1 year over the years down the line nkamo ele ko dolka fo nunko fo UDP le gagnete num barama fenk ICML record jang ngamenje wolenko ya Jammeh ya wole findinde as menganyeda but that year UDP la percentage actually that's their highest from 1996 to date they recorded 36%. That's the highest they ever scored.
Wow, in 1996
the 36%. That's the highest UDP scored up to date. Mbai Chandlela in the trends I can even actually I will just quickly show it to you. 1996 is 35.84%. Yeah, well, sort of obviously near around Pabita 36, well after the water 36. Now, but the year 2001, 32% sort of. Then 2006, Ijita Duma, Ijita Wayne and Duma. Obviously, over down the line, ibe G can. Then in 26.69%. Yeah, well, sort of. In 2011, Ijita Bakele because Jammeh massacre big time. I Ganyeta approximately 72% of the of the votes. So where you 17 sort of. Then it's in 2021. In other taka studia 26 resolve la demande is a santo demande you 27.72% sort of. All these things, all these records according to the IEC or even outcome it is not enough to win you a presidential seat. So let's take a quick look at 2001 what happened. Obviously Jammeh won Talenung rather in 96 by 1 second. In 96 by 56%. So in 2001, obviously 3% margin 53, but still a winter 53 new bondi came so still the incumbent yela sembojel. But let's look at animal
opposition will be in 1996.
Of course, not only 96 2001 time for the same. The opposition will kafu nyoma anu mumi atela winter. But ni manka Jammeh dambari obvious well at kabri wara Jammeh nata barole but mbenyim fananjela even the barrel regime for 2016 and in 2021. incumbents ka sembo soro ka karte fa o win nyame malo bar me abla me la so do mani fonye nyato but me lari mo le jang wolen ko the numbers are here and number will later nikamol in 1996 jameta 50%, but then animal menu lora wol jibe tol iketa nyame in different administrative areas blue nyinga okay jamelete here so member normal let's say obviously, I actually write these names. I see I present Nyame. No disrespect to any politician or any figure or show. It always every I see the records Nyame at that time. Ngasa wol Nyame here bajela le dabo, mbajela je ba. You know this most likely is Hamad Ba and all that. So it always every Nyankasa mbo all Nyama. Mantra more disrespect by calling you by your second name. Yeah. Okay, so Dabo Jang in obviously Jame wipe out 1, 2, 3, 4. Basse in 2001. Yes, that way I done a domandendro in 2000. Yes, in Bassi. I done the one.
Let's say URR, right?
Yeah, you will say URR. So Kabra Bota or ni nada Kerwan to Masa Konkanim Banjul, Jambe will be wiped out. So ni Jibe the big cake, I always call it the national bowl. Near Jibe the pie chart, you can see almost half talentemo. Mensiata wati, obey the incumbent party, and then the rest of the opposition. But UDP 32% sort and then you can also look at this Diba must be Sirif Diba, I guess, right?
Yeah, Sirif Diba.
Sirif Mustafa Diba, right? Ate Jelesora Jang is just 4%. Jata got 3% here, 8% Hamad Baya also. So that is what happened.
Is this the Doi Jata?
Yes, Syria Jada is Doi.
He contested in 2001.
And 2001, yes, he contested, and then 2006 was Halifa, but in 96 Doi Lota Lokorenke, right? Don't they? Yes, Syria Jada was there. 11,337 sort of out of the national Fenkol Mol Milieu Karifai nationally. Yeah, no, in 1996. 2001 I meant sort of. So I look usually in Jibele qualitatively because you number Mol Milieu killing. So I look at just the percentages. But I will go to the trends. So in another 2011, for example, you know, we will go deeper. Just these are just highlights. In another 2011, yeah, Jube again. Look at this big cake. Men happen internationally. Just look at this.
This is 2011.
Yeah, 2011. Just look at this. In 2011,
wow.
Jame got 72% approximately. That was massive. Over at Tabakale, you know, they look. I think Doye Wale boycott, right? Imang participated in that because
yeah,
Imantarajang, Lawyer Dabo Fele and Hamad Ba. Hamad Ba got 11%, Dabo 17%, and you know, Jame was 72%. That was massive.
Region Jumale Nyindi, this down region.
It become is West Coast. Yeah, West Coast are the kingmakers. You get 90% of West Coast. You are 1 foot into Banjul. Yes, the next minute you'll be in State House.
In West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast consistently to Lakasia.
So it's obvious.
Yeah, definitely. So he got about 156,023 out of 215 million Karifai. 156,023 votes. Wow. Jame was sort of out of Mol Milieu Karifai. This is 215,205. So I mean, let's say Mele Karifai in West Coast. Akeda will keme fula will tani lulu keme saba anil lulu will clarify West Coast jamay men soro je wala keda will keme will tal lul ni woro aning moanin saba I also ready so
it's almost all the votes
almost halfway so that also shows you another power of incumbency but then yena kanifing the KMC were massive as well. You got 96,000 but out of 151,000. And then member normal water UDP 35,000, Jan 37. So Dame has been the 2011 one. He was huge. Nenyul Mumeka Funyoma, Imam. You know, they are actually not even halfway of what he got. Yeah, they are not halfway. So that shows how things were back in the day.
So 2011 was his biggest win.
Yes, by percentage. By trends, 2011 was his biggest win. That is APRC, and this is 2011. This is his biggest win. When you go to previous years, 96 at 55.76%, let's sort of. Then Ajita Dumadomani in 2001, Aceleta Santo 2067%. You know, Awarata Bakefang Katambi in 2011, and in 2016 Menkatala downfall. That was, you know, you could see the difference. Menkata.
Let's go to 2016 and see what happened. So
2016
for the first time
incumbent ma win. Okay, in 2016 this is the administrative area votes. Menketa in 2016 let's take a look where Jammeh won and where he did not win. So Jang, wala nangake coalition versus Jammeh in 2016. Abla, let me actually try to zoom this so that you can see it from the screen. Yeah, now. Okay, in 2016 I say coalition versus Jammeh. Menketa Jang at a winter daming. In green. So in the West Coast in Brikama, a win by a margin of 2,057 votes. Because at a sort of 76 like 880. The coalition, that is Barrow, he got 74,823. So Jammeh da wotole. But Nina Tangalom, may coalition found somebody lower than KMC back. KMC Kono, they got a margin of 11,234 votes. Ahead of Jammeh.
You mean West Coast, Jammeh winter?
Yeah, Jammeh winter West Coast even the time of the coalition.
2016, huh?
Yes, Jammeh won in West Coast.
Oh, okay.
By a margin of Kardekase Wilfulaning Talul Niwaraula. What a difference I mentioned. So KMC, well, obviously not just KMC, we'll get to the issue of Mama Kande being a determinant factor, yeah. But also KMC contributed massively Nina the coalition victory in 2016. Then this is going to be Janjambure. The Janjambure area, Jammeh won again by a margin of 8,013 votes. A coalition Danje Bakale. But then the rest combined, coalition adang mumeleto. Then you know after now the Janjambure Basekerwan Mansokonko and Banjul coalition nata adanga mumeto. So ni nata jang let me take you to what happened in the the final results for that year. If you take a look at it, this is national electorate. Out of the 886,557 people who were the electorates who actually voted.
How many people voted in 2016?
In 2016. The number of people who voted in 2016 were, so the registered votes are 886,576. Kartekese Willie Kemese Will Tansei ni Woro Keme Lulu Tawaro Wula Ninsei. Wale registered on Purka Kartefai. Mol Menulia Faworo is like 500,000. Willie Keme Lulu, Will Mwani Lulu Kemese Taworo and Warula, Wole Karte Fayoke. So turnout is like 59.31%. You know, Niata Kemo seed lad. But then the margin, the difference between the coalition and Jammeh by percentage is very minute. Jammeh 40% sort of as an incumbent. The coalition government, Barrow at the time, 43% also. So the percentage difference is 3. But look at Mama Kande, 17%. Mama played a huge role in the coalition winning, because anyways nta fola member kala numalo but it's a main juvenile analysis to Wolenko. Mama was close. Mama is from APRC,
yes,
right?
It's from APRC, yes.
So now on APRC wobe made na Wolenko mol menul yalonko iba fein and APRC la ni menul tar near even half near a tenth of that taja yala fanyinka
Jammeh
winnal. So the margin was so close, but now later, Jammeh nullifying the same quarter we'll get to that, because the errors I see a menul fintitanang. But even though your results meant some public, there are still errors in it. Malong
in 2016, eh?
Yeah, Imam Abuno Nyame Malong. I have it here. I was never there. How do I get it? So
now, can you tell us the errors? In 2016, there were errors that.
Yeah, I can show you. Oh, so Menkake error nimbiko be what back. But Menka it and the Wolenko. The margin for error in counting election results should be 0. Because one person's mistake can divert the whole, you know, the whole outcome of the elections. Just imagine the hundreds of thousands who voted. Only one person, either the mistake is deliberate or is a technical error, or, you know, well, for whatever reason, an individual
or incompetence.
Well, basically, so what error in now? The verdict of the people are some aside where a man can refer yellow, you know. So let's look at the differences. For example, I will give you this. This is Serekunda West. Yeah, let me zoom in. Okay, this is Serekunda West, right? In Serekunda West, these are the electorates. So Mele Kartefa is 24,840, right? Normally, Nin Kartefa Keta. Yemen ISM register these are the number of ballots casted. War should be equivalent to
the petitions men will let's say more candidates ni nyinta antita ni bojanta ni enkafu nyoma should be equivalent to the number of ballots men will cast. It only has Janko 24,850 ballots were cast. Bari nenyu kafu nyoma jan yena fo nyi adanta jang, that is Barrow, Jame, Mama Kande. Yalo mo sabale lota no data. Nyo kafu nyo it all is 24,951. Ye men di nyunulla wala siyata carte men fight. But sai men kafuta je yadi men na malo because oboka safaja. But in some way
I see why.
And difference is about 100 votes.
That was in Serekunda.
Yeah, that is just in Serekunda, Serekunda West.
Serekunda West.
Serekunda. Enganyul mel beke in red. Will be mu error leti. I see the record.
So this happened in the Kanifing.
Yes, in the Kanifing municipality.
In the Kanifing municipality.
So yeah, so total to men record in Kanifing municipality. Yeah, negative. Yeah, 95 men finda. Wo fana itan de la ko. Carte kesol menul dita menul lota. Ani ye men safe ko wale fighter. Emankile. So a difference itema aketa tanko nantoni lulati.
So for funny erosiva happened from 1996
to 2016 happened 2021 malon jumale la nambal safede yalong I will say one thing here sunyaro asekeno carte fayo konole amam findi records to asekeno am enajen kawofo. Anyone who wants to challenge me can come and we can have a dialogue here or anywhere. Because Yemen suffer. So the issue of Nteya, the issue of on-spot counting does not translate to on-spot announcement. I can't on-spot, fine. Ya can't jana jagwe sibiri kandonku kanuma yewol ka on-spot. But you as Melialonko, they are the party agents in those areas. Ibeko wol be sama na kavalala so sama na ngabe tali atolye na alia confirm ko nyine na something na ana so baka kene eka partition na kana ana so what partition dula don you will reporting to the national office for eroka soto jelo to siloka malong akatara wole to mala akalafa wol to baden sama etande ko wolen ko ye number men will suffer in their records. It doesn't match to the total ballot cast. Sometimes
and this happened from 1996 to 2016.
Yes,
but so not 2021.
Yes, 2016 nyinkada yenaja. This is 2011. Look at 2011 afana ofana fele. Or 2011 yeah. Or new red sol beam wallet. All these reds in 2011 world. I will also show you in 1996 new will be actually 1996 Banjul Central warata bakela carte kese wele kilinga nin keme with different sototale ye carte kese mbiyame safe ko nyine fighter to total ballot cast, but it doesn't match the number of votes given to the individual candidates.
All right. So now in 2021, what happened? Now, observe now in 2016, the number of people who were registered are for above 800,000.
Yes.
But in the 2021, we registered for 900,000, and it seems like almost all these 900,000 voted. But in 2016, despite registering 800,000, above 800,000 people, 525,000 voted. Yes. So which is because there is no possibility that all these 900,000 people can vote at the same time. And we have that has manifested in 2016.
The stakes were higher in
2016. Yes, exactly. Because 2016, everyone will mobile after change. Despite registering 800, we have seen it records. So 525,000.
Yes,
but it seems like that is different in
yeah. So menkara normally over the years like amanka odamba nga turnouts be considered in 1996 88% like kara turnout in 2001 national turnout ICM 89% samana in 2006 58% 2011 kara 82% and in 2020 equal 89%. So let's say what someone jump for that. Now let's compare 2016 to 2021. Imagine of 5 years. You recorded 836,578 national electorates. Out of that, you have 525,867 world voter, and then obviously the percentage outcome is like 59%. But now you go where you actually record a margin of about 100,000, sort of. You have here 962 157 wala registered. Many we cut if I got 859,567. That's about close to 90%, like 89% outcome. So Banku Jamal come
so this is the
2021. So 2021
exactly.
outcome siata back la mol malako. How come? Mol menu registered almost ibe carrifa almost ibe carrifa by numbers. I mean I can actually just compute it, not the percentage but by numbers menketa in terms of the difference.
Yeah.
So 102,590 wale mankita. So the rest will be a file. Out of the 962,157. People think it's suspicious. I don't know. I don't see any sentimental analysis in the data. The data only records people who vote and the administrative areas and so on. But other things beyond woman taraji, so that can only be open to rigorous analysis and then research and all that.
So we have seen the power of incumbents in in
the trends.
So why do you think? What is the cause of incumbent solo can you win ball soro? Because from Jamela time to Barola time is the same thing. What do you think it is the cause?
Yeah, some most of it all be seeing. You understand? So over the years, let's say Kabana 1996 Kanana, if you look at the geography of Gambia, like all the administrative areas, you look at when Jammeh came, what he was doing. At some point before 2016 now, people really love Jammeh.
Yes.
So there are two sides. I Jamal ka bedata, I don't find a man. You understand? So, but Nina the carte fayola, I give a sandola mojella kalo, mosaba also. So, building the incumbent resources, they have outreach, they have a lot of things that can influence election beyond other things that people say. But normally, I mean, I will allow Bojang to talk more on that, or even Cham if he wants to. But normally, like my analysis is kept to the numbers, but things that also influence election come down to resources as well. Resources sort of nyame that can help you in your outreach. In fact, Gambia,
Boja will talk about that. But looking at the data, what is the chance? Do you think that like the opposition without a coalition they have chance of winning?
That's a good question. Let me take some water.
Yes, looking at Kabrin 1996 to 2021, Binkera.
So they have the opposition in their chance. I'll put it on chance and fate. They have 1% chance and 99% fate.
The opposition?
Yeah, that actually I can even go on to say there is no chance, because in the records there is nothing here. There is no record, there is no history, there is no data that can back an individual opposition party to win an election. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, from
Amansora. So now Amansora, which means 0 divided by any number is 0. So your percent becomes 0. The only thing that worked in Gambia legally was the coalition 2016. So now if you look at these numbers, let's go to 2021. Let me show you something. If you look at these numbers, look at how big this ball is. We call it a pie chart. Look at how big this is. Baroya talentemo atale fa kofta. You understand? So if you go by this, ngalo ne ku jamal falintale 2021 kana bi kala 2022 kolbe falina modol saunta jana dol dunta jana dol seleta dol jida population fanan grow tale mol menul yalon ko mansino ka refala dol sida bar mo jamal fana voters card so dol tambidal dol tamara dol tara bakwe ku jamal leketa. But niya jube, if you want to go by these results, the coalition, a possible coalition is the closest, not the shortest, the closest to unseating the sitting government. They are the closest to beating Barrow. It will never suit Yalala, but they are not actually 100% mechanism. Because, ninga kafunyo near 53 sort of, ninga tol kafunyo ma aliyatan ni warawula sort of 47%. You cannot still beat 53.
Yeah.
So that was what happened in 2021. So what I think now, from this data, from these results, and from our records, from the data from the IEC, Akameyit and the Wollen Co. The only formula may work opposition and Wollen coalition. What I say? Nimbe game of play can formula may work tani. Say nimmo okay. How so am I may win and ninanama win with the rest of the methods na mentioned. Well, now I can only give them from this 1% chance and 99% fate. Because it's only faith that will keep you trying.
So even Milbe close from Purka win all bekela opposition.
But
as a coalition.
As a coalition,
it's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed.
This was 40-something%. It's a bit no. But from the records, but it's not even
so. We can say there is no, according to this data, there is no individual political party that means you win no.
The trends are here.
That is not what SO5 said anyway.
Mr. Fal, my learned brother.
Yes.
He's a good brother of mine. But I mean, I'm speaking according to records, and the records that IEC have shown us. I'm not talking based on maybe what had happened behind the scenes, because I don't know. And those things are not recorded. So may record based on the percentages for the individual political parties, based on the national turnout.
Now let's listen to what he said. Whosoever says it is only a coalition that can unseat Barrow is mistaken. It is a mistake, according to him. He said because Adama Barrow had almost 52% of the votes, in the Gambia you can win with 32%. He said so Adama Barrow can lose 32% of the votes and get 20%. With that 30%, 20% of Adama Barrow and 10% of another person can get a candidate to win.
Good. I thank God this is raised, because I want to clarify something here. So there are so many assumptions before election, and this is one of them. Before the voting days, well, he is assuming that. This is what I'm seeing. Like, you know, like this percentage can happen, and he can, that's true. But that's not what actually happens on election days. Election days, people go and vote on different reasons. For example, near 2016 GB, when was NPP formed? 2021, when was NPP formed?
Exactly.
If you go by the number of days or how the other parties were in existence, the DOIs, the UDPs, NPP was formed in a millisecond and they won elections.
Yes, that's right.
Where do the people come from? So elections become win when the assumptions most of the assumptions are nim molbe benta carte fay lungo UDP la mol ya fay UDP APRC la mol be ya fay APRC doy la mol be ya fay doy Hamad Ba na la mol momo lota wol mumela mol ya fay men ka firim wolen ko itol ka mira le ko woto sign mo jamal camera ko woto UDP le siate to le be bina baro ka carte fay lungo nin carte fay lungo sida ise mo jele ate lafta menna yo bale adi dollar because I'm lafi do isi.
Yes, that happened. That's right.
What some results in that pattern. Look at where is 2021? Let me show you 2021. How long has DOI been there? This is how much do they have? Just look at this.
So
I will just look at over the years.
2021.
2021. No, 2021 3.74% less here. You know, that is about 4% jump. 4%. Esafale this other dark green, that is 2%. So Esafale is like half of DOI, Esafale number let. But do you really think in reality DOI has a national total? DOI Fenkole 32,435.
Wow.
Possibly, I don't know. I don't count the number of people, and I can't look at someone but not common sense and logical reasoning for the time that DOI began. The number of people is will tan sabanim fula. Nationally, possibly, but the UDP, APRC, or APRC was not there in 2021. So near Azumko, Nimol be Tata, ite men can be dealer walla. Then Ezal and reasoning can be correct. But I don't think that's what happened because the data source otherwise.
Okay, I'll go back to you. Abdoulie, what do you think in 2026? Listen to this data from 1996 to 2021. Now it seems like Akamin Volem Purka in Kumben Bandi, the opposition in the individual parties man chance or Purka win because data will attend Adaba data will attend among Molka Mira, but data will attend the 1996 kara for 2021. So saying coalition of Fangawale Katata Purka win done. Ka fenko ke purka
Independent
individual party wale say we win in 2026. What do you think?
Okay, so I think the analysis is a good job, and Amantara Dianka based on emotion or sentiment or his affiliation. Abe Dianka because I data in a I analyze, I try to present. There could be margin of error because I'm a human being. But nte akameng fenke I believe in it, and I'll tell you why. He has made it very clear that based on the data, the closest is having a coalition. Now, people come together because of need. They come together as a result of force or pressure. They may come together just because they want to achieve something, meaning a commonality. Now, the only coalition that succeeded based on data, no mistake, about 2016. But the question that we should ask ourselves going forward is, what was it that must have brought that coalition together? Was it Jammeh's underperformance? Was it his dictatorial tendencies? Was it international pressure? Was it what? Maybe people's political awareness also. If we ascertain that, that helps us to know how do people behave politically in this country, the political culture of this country. And I want to believe that it was not necessarily Jammeh's underperformance. I thought the main thing was his dictatorial tendencies, especially with the issue of the demise and disappearance of people. Now, that I think was one of the reasons why, or the reasons why people de-attach more butter Jammeh. Ntala jegoto. Ning ayatara woman soto in 2026. It means the factor, the pull factor.
The pulling factor, yeah.
You understand?
That brought them together, yeah.
It's not strong now. And therefore, us coming together is important. But on what? On necessity. The fact that we have a country that is dying economically, socially, people are taking drug anyhow, and you hardly see anything done. Maybe some of these things, if we put it together, that can. But I'm not sure that will be a strong pull effect or pulling effect than disappearance and demise of people. Now, that is why I think I agree that the opposition should come together. And I'm not sure one single party can really, because you know there's this thing that I understand from Gambian political culture. Gambians are so in love with winning. Gambians want to win. You know, people that are not patient, winning is their psychic. You understand? And I'm sorry, but Gambians are not very patient. And that means they always want to win. And they want to identify with the winning team. Principles most times don't matter with them, whether this guy is performing or not. They want to be part of the celebration.
The winning team, yes.
That's the problem with Gambia. That is why it's logical for you to say, how can a PDS that was here before even UDP have 32,000 people nationally?
I think what he said might be the fact.
So people would say, oh, I love Hanifa, I love what he says, he has the idea, but I don't want to be sad just because of elections. So now they're going to say, okay, who has the chance? I don't love him, but I will not waste my, because for them they say waste.
Yeah, I don't want to waste my
I don't want to waste my time. All of the kind fight. Because what come in your fight, may win the wall in a fast. Now win that's the way people see things here. And that is why I am afraid. And all the time I emphasize that. Yes, everyone is entitled to your opinion. Yes, I can say this, somebody can say that. Fine, they are all honorable people. But I want to believe and want to encourage that the closest, as he puts it, is having a coalition. And the coalition also, the strategy is important. Let's know what must have been the reason why it was 3% margin between Jammeh and the coalition in 2016. If those pull factors are still existing, and what is the quality of those pull factors? When we examine that, the opposition should begin to change the narrative. Let's try to create some other new pull factors or pulling factors that will bring people together. Otherwise, what in my opinion brought people together was this demise and disappearance, but that is basically not happening. So what is it that is going to bring people together again?
The economy.
Good. And that is why we need to, this economy and the erosion of our social values. We've seen situations where people are publicly encouraging people going to graveyards to take up parts of human beings. These are the things that these are the buttons that we should be posing for people to see how valuable that is. Our social values, they are eroding, and it's a threat to our national security. Culture is an element of national security. So if our culture is being taken away, and for in exchange for nothing, basically, these are the things that we should try to talk as opposition, and try to make people to be attacked to some of these things, so that the pull factor will be strong. Otherwise, I am afraid that, yes, to be honest with you, you go any corner in this Gambia, people will tell you, but when the Nainija comes, the Gambians are glued to winning victory. They will say, oh, you tell me, and he has said something, let's mention, some people might not be happy. But according to his data, it's like UDP is losing ground.
Sure. From 1996.
Yes, it's losing ground.
Coming down.
So I would also encourage people, political parties, to hire the expertise of people like him, data scientists or people who know numbers. Let us be frank with data. If data tells us that, okay, this is on a decline, let's know, is it the leadership? Is it the agenda? Is it the outreach, the campaign? Is it the strategy? Try to identify why there is a decline and rectify that. That will help. If it is leadership, you say, okay, now let's change leadership. If it is our outreach strategy, let's change the outreach strategy. But otherwise, if we are still in the decline based on data, and we're still maintaining the same approach, the same method, as he puts it, 0% chance, and then fate is 99.
We have someone who is UDP in this studio, and they always believe UDP can win elections. Mr. Cham,
it's possible, but let me repeat, it's possible for one party to win, very possible, but it is when we change the Gambian mentality of victory.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's very good.
That's right.
How do we change that? That's what we need to solve.
That's a good point. So after listening to this, Lemga Folk, what do you think?
Thank you very much, Mr. Analysis. If the ruling party is calling other political parties, grouping other political parties to win elections, why not the opposition parties?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is simple logic. These are numbers. We have to accept it. We cannot manipulate with the numbers here. We can manipulate outside, but the data no. So I will encourage, I'm encouraged that my party and any other political party as an opposition party, we need to come together. We need to group ourselves and win elections. Just a few weeks ago, we see GMC, the National NPP Bureau, and it's a political party.
GMC, yes.
Exactly. Henry Gomez is a political party with the NPP. NRP, a political party with the NPP, and many other political parties. So an NPP is the ruling party. So I guess the opposition also, if they want to win elections, we need to come together. From a very strong force, and also the mentality, the concept of the Gambian people have to be put on the table. Why are we not winning elections as a single political party? What are the reasons behind this? And we need to discuss about it and let the Gambian people decide for us.
Yeah, Sidinia always brags that he wins election in Nainija. How strong is the opposition there?
Thank you very much. In 2016, Sidi was with the ruling party, and they lost in Nainija.
In 2016, huh?
In 2016,
yes. He was APRC at the time.
APRC lost in Nainija. It was GDC that won. In 2006,
and he himself contested, right?
Contested,
yes, as a
national assembly under the ticket of the APRC. He lost. He was not first. He was not second. He was not third.
Yeah,
this is it. So dragging the primitive concept of the provincial people is
yes.
This is the concept there. Not because Sidi has no impact in Nainija to win elections. If he has, he would have win elections. He did not. Alone. He went alone, and he went with a lot of money. I can remember in 2017, Citizen goes out for campaign. He only go after school, where he hire primary students, junior secondary students, and put them on vehicles and go. He doesn't go with responsible people. In 2022, I contested in Nainija. I was the headache in Nainija. They brought ministers, they induced people, they attacked people. They, in fact, they were traumatizing people in Nainija. And guess what?
Yeah, a lot of problems.
Guess what? The day of the elections, it's just because of maturity and respect to the Nainija people. If not, if I reacted negatively, it would have been a different story. And we reported this matter to IEC. They didn't take any step towards that. The candidate then, who is the current National Assembly member, Momodou Cham, was going around all political stations, all polling stations, and entering inside the polling stations, opening ballot boxes, and putting water, concoctions in ballot boxes. He was caught in Chamen, Nainija. I was sleeping. It was around 2. I was wake up because of the commotion, disturbance, throwing of stones and whatsoever. People will not wake me. I asked what is the reason why. They said there's a big violence at the school ground. I left the school ground. I asked, they said he was inside the polling station, inside, and opening the ballot boxes and putting concoctions there. He was caught red-handed.
Naso.
And
IEC did nothing about it.
I came on the ground. I got him out of the school premises.
Interested.
I addressed my people not to fight, not to throw any stones. I escort him out. I do that for the love of the people and also to maintain peace that very day.
But this Naso works, huh?
Yeah, if it is work, so these are the strategies.
Yes.
And when you go back to the provinces, they traumatize responsible people like the chiefs, the alcalos, governors, and many other people around the community. In fact, they cause problem within families. As I can vividly tell you, we had our inauguration in Nainija on the 30th. NPP had a victory celebration for the lady councillor on the 2nd. Political hypocrisy that have been existing in the Gambia must stop. City went further to tell the people of Chamen, that if UDP wins, about 40 civil servants from Chamen will be dismissed. The question here is, he made mention of somebody from my family, who is Omar Cham, working with the SIS unit. He is with the Adama Barrow's government, and he was then with Yaya Jammeh's government. When Umar was in the civil service, Sidi was not born. If he was born, he would have been 2-3 years. So look at the mentality now which is growing in the minds of the people. Because of single person individual, you want to follow the minds and the hearts of the people. That if this party wins, this is going to happen. So if my family are not very careful or are not reasoning, he would have caused hypocrisy within the family. And this is the type of politics that they are running in the provinces, and that have to come to an end. All right. The other thing here is, when I was working with Mopsy, he reported me. Sidi reported me, and in fact, the command come from, according to my director then, Fatoumata Diallo, who I work with at the regional office in Wasu, when I left Janjambure, and Wasu CRR note was called each on region educationally. He brought, in fact, there was never, they don't write any warning letter to me. A letter came with redeployment, and I asked why. They said, the director told me, Fatoumata, that is from the high office. I said, which office? Is it from the permanent secretary's office, or is from the PMO? Is from the
it's
minister?
From top.
He said no. He told me it's from top. I said from top. Where? He said from the state house.
I know.
And guess what? You know what? I was asked to go and report to human resource. I did. I came. I met one Mr. Ba, and I gave him the redeployment letter and also the warning letter. He told me, no, I have to call my boss. He called somebody who is the director at the human resource office, that Mr. Cham is on the ground. Director told me, well, he told Mr. Ba that I have to speak to the PS. Moses Gomez.
Moses, yes.
He spoke to Moses, and Moses told me I have to come back in the morning because they are on a meeting. I accepted. I left and went back the following morning. At 8 o'clock, I was waiting for him at the office. When he came, he looked at me and said, Momodou, you are Cham? I said, yes, I am Cham. Okay, he told me, wait for me, I'm going to the state house. I said, look, you called me to come in the morning. I am here as early as 7 o'clock. You met me here. I had an appointment with you at 8 o'clock. I can't wait for you here. I don't have that time. This is how I left. So this is the way they traumatize so many people.
The frustration.
So you actually have history.
Yes, it's
And also, when they go to the provinces, they try to mislead people. And this is just very unfortunate, because they know most of the time, most of the people around the provinces believe on provincial issues, and also their hope and aspirations are only in government. But currently, this is not what is happening in Nainija, because City wasn't expecting that I would have not accept his challenges, meaning he would have been dragging right now. I am the one who returned Modou back, or I did this and did what. As he is dragging, I employed. He doesn't employ anyone. And I want Nigerian people to know that.
I think this is a tactic that is working.
This is it.
Now, if this issue of Chamen didn't work, the people of Chamen would be convinced by that political ploys that, without the government you cannot have development.
Exactly.
Without the government you cannot have this. So people are hell bent on, because they need development. Say, I don't mind. For any months the
other thing.
So this is what they are doing, I think, and it's working.
The other thing, when I debunked them concerning the MRC Holland Foundation schools, because they are dragging down there, they're the one building. We know, we Gambians have to understand, government must serve us.
Absolutely.
The grants and loans that they're taking those loans based on our heads.
Yes.
So for me, I will never, even if UDP government, I will never praise a government for building a school for me. It is the responsibility of government to build a school for me.
Absolutely.
It is the responsibility of the government to build a hospital for me. So when they go around, they campaign using the MRC Holland Foundation schools. These are organizations that we need to respect. These are organizations that we need to empower, not to be using them as political tools. What did the government do in the provinces concerning the education system? Nothing. Where is our tax money? Where? Okay. Now they talk about grants. That the Chairman think they got a grant from Africa Development Bank.
Yes.
That's what they wrote.
Africa Development.
Okay. Now this what I am reading here, what I'm reading here is coming directly from Africa Development Bank.
Okay.
And Nainija, Chamen is not part of it.
Okay.
Like the government of the Gambia has received finances from Africa Development Bank, health facilities, 2 TVS centers in CRR and URR. Now the list goes on here. In URR, Fatoto, in CRR, Kuntawur, Julangil Training Institute, Tumana Agency for Development. It goes down. Diabugu, Karantaba, and few other primary schools and ECDs.
So there's nothing that says Chamen.
There's nothing. And this is from World Bank, this is from Africa Development. That was around November 24th
of
2024.
Wow.
Interesting. So
is there any mention of the date of commencement of these projects in that?
In fact, let me come on. When we had our inauguration on the 30th, they had their victory celebration on the 2nd. It was on the 3rd that the Gambia government came to Nainija on a site survey on Friday. So how is it possible that you have not gone on a site survey to know what needs to be implemented, what needs to be constructed, what needs to be rehabilitated, what needs to be increasing? You didn't have this idea. Where is the budget? It's very unfortunate. So these are the type of misinformations that they are giving to provincial people.
Okay, all right. So let's get back to Touba for more data. Don't be able to you can share it with us, because now time for them to
yes. So just quickly, you can look at them. The 2021 graph. It appears that President Barrow, the NPP, wiped out polls in every administrative area. And then
which year is this?
This is 2021.
2022.
Last presidential election. They won it all. You look at how that's the blue color. They won it all. The blue here, almost everywhere. And look at how massive Brikama was over the years. This is the electorate in Brikama, 359,451, and then they have a 90% turnout when it comes to voting. And then President Barrow got 141. Dabo got 141,972 votes. And then Dabo got 105. So, like, Brikama alone, if you look at why he got in Brikama, this is 141. Look at the rest. Brikama alone was massive. When I say Brikama, I'm referring to West Coast.
West Coast.
West Coast
From
region.
Kalaji to, Abuko.
Exactly. So that was really massive in making him the president, for this term. So let me just quickly show you some of these red numbers. You can see it's a lot of them here.
So
these are
the mistakes.
Yeah, or everything red is missing. Actually, the ones two here, all these should be red. I just look at the big numbers. But whether this also 19 should be red, all these are mistakes.
So meaning the number of voters registered,
yes,
the numbers that actually casted,
yes.
You now give each party or each whatever segment you partition it.
Yes.
But now you add that it doesn't tally up with the overall people that turned out to actually vote.
Exactly.
Vote for the
and does that go up to 10% of the entire votes?
No. So the problem is that when there is an error, it could be translated in different ways.
Yes, okay.
So let's say in some areas it is 0, like it actually add up. You can look at it. In some areas it is 0, I did not bring it. Those ones it add up. Anything that is 0, it means like the result. So now if those ones add up, why didn't the rest add up? Then something had happened. I don't know whether it's a technical error
from IEC.
Something had happened. And then now,
so many people have valid reasons to be suspicious of
course. Yeah. So now something happened, but the question remains: who actually got the vote difference? Who normally you could relate it to a sitting government, but who knows who got it? Who got the vote? Who
did the IEC give it to?
Gave it to. But I want to answer a question of people can say, oh no, he did not talk about the invalid votes. No, invalid votes do not count in the number of votes that are casted. I look at the 2023 mayoral election because for that one, I look at the PDF, the numbers that came in. You could see that those calculations were right. All the margins were 0. So if the margins are 0, the difference between the total votes cast and then the individual partition of votes that are given to them, if the margin is 0, that calculation is right. But whether it's a negative number or it's a positive number, whenever there is a huge difference, then that is wrong. But now that different number of votes, who got it? I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Logic would say it's been given to the incumbent.
Well, I don't have records to show that.
Yeah, I'm saying logic.
I know what you're talking about. So from 1996 to 2016, these mistakes have been happening. In 2021, what has been written for record, all the differences are 0, which means what they tally as the number of total votes for each administrative area matches if you sum the individual candidates who got the votes. But the rest of the years there were flaws. I don't know whether people I don't know, like Mr. Bojang said, it could be incompetence, it could be some issues. But I think it's high time that we reduce the errors of the counting to 0 if possible. If not 0, at least 1% of it. But having numbers over and over is huge.
It should be 0.
What do you think people should do? Not IEC alone, but political parties and so on. So don't you think the political parties should investigate and have an audit of the level of qualification, especially when it comes to numbers, statisticians, mathematicians, data scientists at IEC, to know whether actually they even have the competence? Because I am not sure if you have people like me who are not 0 with numbers at IEC trying to tally. Maybe we can have mistake. I think the political parties should begin to make their investigation to know the human resource and the expertise, the level of expertise.
Or hire people like you to come.
I don't know what the electoral reforms or the laws say in that regard, but I think it will be very important, and it's going to be really instrumental for you to have people, but not even the chairman of the IEC. I don't like, because for them,
what is I
don't know. I'm saying what's going to be important. The IEC chairman can be there, whoever that will be it Alumamanja or someone else. But you need to have people who are numerically minded. Technically, they have the technical ability to be able to devise. Even the Excel can do it all. Just write the formula correctly and make sure this is checked over and over before the election results are announced. Because if you announce and say this and later you say there is an error, you are throwing the whole country into chaos or into flames.
So, Mr. Cham, what is the way forward, as far as this project is concerned, are you going to let it go, or what will happen now?
This is not about me, it's about the diaspora club.
Yes.
I was just a local coordinator
Yes.
in the village. But I just want to make it very clear that the government must fulfill their promises to the Nainija people. And I would make sure I would be on their neck, because they've denied the Nainija people one of the best opportunities by denying the diaspora club constructing a maternity ward. And guess what, Buba? It's very unfortunate and very disheartening. The maternity ward in Chamen is just about 4 meters square. It's not up to this room that we are sitting. It's not up to the studio.
Wow.
And Chairman and the catchment areas, are there more than 5,000 women?
Chamen is surrounded by 33 communities.
Wow.
Chamen is the biggest clinic in Nainija, and also we have 4 communities that are coming to Nainija that are found in Upper Salom. I personally met a woman delivering on the floor in Chamen. I was an eyewitness. I see a woman delivering on the floor because the maternity ward is only 2 beds. And in fact, when 2 women are delivering, then on the bed they will be looking at each other.
That's sad.
The maternity ward is not up to the studio here. When you have 3 of them delivering, do be fintila banta. I deliver in the recovery room, or I deliver in the public health office. And guess what, Boba? As we speak right now, there is no lab in Chamen, Nainija. Simple malaria test cannot be done in Nainija. Simple malaria test cannot be done in Nainija. So, and this was there for the last 4 or 5 years. Currently, it's the Nainija Diaspora Club that provided 2 batteries for the clinic. I saw CD writing, he said he refurbished or whatsoever, he electrified the entire clinic. That is very unfortunate. The National Assembly member was consulted. He bought the motor battery, which cost $3,080 or $3,300.
For solar?
For solar. That's what he bought.
Car battery?
He bought the battery and brought it in Nainija. In fact, you know what happened is, he came to the village and someone who was sick in their village, he transported that guy to the clinic. He didn't officially visit the clinic to know the problem. It is a coincident issue. So if these people are making noise in the media, it's very unfortunate. And these are some of the small things that are taking place in Nainija. We have so many things to settle in Nainija. Government has bigger responsibility. They're dragging about the road. The road that is constructed in Nainija is taxpayers' money. It's not a grant. But it's the worst road in the history of the Gambia. I would have been very happy that Talibo was here. When Adam Barrow came to Nyaniba, I had Talibo, the young guy, speaking on the media. Our horses and donkeys in Nainija are not using it now. If you use the Janibe Futola, people now prefer using the primitive road that we were using before, rather using the road that they talk about here.
Because of the quality.
It's very bad.
The quality of road.
It means it will even affect car tires.
Absolutely. In fact, there was only one time the boss tested it, and from that day up to today, they didn't pass. This diaspora club, when they came, they encountered a similar problem. In fact, they don't come with the bus, they came with the Costa. But it was a big challenge that they have to get to Chamen.
So, a lot of politics in Chamen.
A lot of politics.
But is it the same village?
In fact, there are communities in Nainija. The water that we use to flush our toilets in the cities are far better than the water that they use it.
To drink?
To drink. We still have women using the local kolongo.
Well,
pulling water out, where you have infection of algae and all around, and they still use it. The National Assembly member who is making noise about a dam, the village wrote a letter appealing to me to help them with the borehole.
Instead of the National Assembly.
And he's from Tarajanko. Instead of him, because everybody knows how useless he is. People don't consult him.
No, absolutely.
People don't consult him.
That speaks for itself.
This is it. If his own village is writing to me, appealing for me to get them water, it's very unfortunate that these people are against it. This is why in my previous statement I said he is just a ceremonial parliamentarian. He only comes to the village when they have these so-called meetings, political rallies around. This is it. For the first time that this boy came to Nainija and talks about the issue of development, he was forced by Sidi Njai. And they came around and visited 4 communities. using the GRTs and other media, and that was the first time since 2022.
So
see the dragging about boreholes. In fact, in Chamen, where we all come from, I brought 2 boreholes where we all come from. In that village, I brought 2. He only brought 1. And that one, in fact, segregations. I called that Doldi, I called that Bali. The 2 boreholes that I brought in Chamen, I don't even benefit a one head tap around my area. And we have a bigger borehole in Chamen that is serving the entire Chamen. It was broken. He don't even contribute $1 to maintenance that borehole. So for me, these people are not my problem. My problem is I want to see a better life for the people of Nainija. It's not about position. It's about delivering to the people. And also, I want to make it very clear to the Gambia government. They cannot be using Nainija as a donor district. In all of these grants they use in Nainija. And that have to come to an end. It's a more useless, at the end of the day, that money doesn't come back to us. Nainija need to be well furnished now. It's the poorest district, we agree, but government cannot continue using us to become the poorest district, and they are not serving us. They cannot be using us to be getting money in other organizations by using our images, using our pictures, using our women, using our locality. It's unacceptable.
Right? Abdoulie Bojang.
Yes, mbe Gambian will be Danila. Nga defana tentu. Menka from beba moekanne mbeba jekanne. Kudol fa wakachen dol fa nyala. Mentality ka foko ninga karakter fay. Ni mawin niyobe kuyala nyanda ka bondile. Mbe nyanda na la killing nga jeko nga nyimbanko bondi. Nyimbanko jinota bondi lambulu de. Ntole banna banko bondi la. And wobe keno la nyame wale politiko. Nganda politiko jibe ku banko palaso akadi molla meyan moko nyako dolomina meyalo na dolomi akamoto bonni nole ani mo meya ama moto no moto flalo lobi ne chabo di jumala ani nyimo flo da mari anda ko moto samba ibita min tole
Bravo ko yalla de
ibita na tala mana ani domina wo moto fo no in the first place I'm truly the
nature body
domina official so wala en so to nyimbanku and wo se repeat nole nyandam banna wolto ha dolo man beti an son tele we understand but at least dolo bina wo moto nole but nyindo moto atamala nole fa in the first place and do be fatala
yes
so it's better nga domandumang ning dolo minna fe dal memma no wala na banko ka di molla meya no amanje ko men nyimmu matchu dol te nyimmu nyim no mo meya no a idea soto ay traka go do soto mbe nga bula won noma bare ado baro de wo man moto fono a moto no de
But the boss drive on
iko boss by school of Ankoda no national high school you know probably national boss
Bara is a good driver.
He's getting many people the MVP, man.
Absolutely, that we can give him credit because he's like this. You know, when human being you are not principled, you can win in many areas. That is the fact. If you are not principled, you can win because you don't have anything that actually guides you. You change based on the changing circumstance. So President Bao can always go as high as possible to get one individual, but he can equally go as low as it can get to get an individual. So he is not based on principle or the no. Alhajo do. So that is why with that nobody can actually take that from him. Alhajo. Alright,
thank you so much. Touba and thank you so much for time out for Kanajang. Ya say mole yemin solo.
Yeah, Baraka Baka. Salamen, I'm a few things. One is going to be about the IEC. Latin Dinarako and Media Americo, they need to improve on their number crunching.
Yes.
You know, the appointments, political appointments, how people work there, malum. But there are so many vibrant university students here in the Gambia, at the UTG, and so many institutions. Menulialanko, they are familiar with numbers, they know numbers. Then why would you rely on Mol Menulialanko, Coleman Seniema? No results, nada Puruka Tali, Ka Jeko. Kate a fight a ya 5 million, Mume means of the year so nobody. Simple majority than condiments here away Taminato. And you know that I'll give that advice on that area. Hopefully, you know, going forward, mistakes and so on and so forth, more you will avoid. Another thing, I'm one crazy person when it comes to ideas, and I'm going to suggest something. I don't know what the laws are and what it takes to do it. Puruka Karfe Conti can make so cool. It a men sort of I don't know, like, why do we do this closed door voting? Why can't we have open door voting? All the agents will be there until a ballot box will fill it. All the agents better say, we take the tally, we start counting from the votes.
Why are you thinking us journalists?
Yeah, it can be a big fenko, me alonko fenko bejana, right? More basic because menkake. The issue of more killing obviously more dole se most of the melse do no j either during or after before continue bekela because the drama alonko is so close that is confined. More killing doing the carrifa. Now don't make malo.
It can work with the ballot system, but with this marble, the lawyer wouldn't want to know where wouldn't want you to know where he votes. Yeah. Because of so many reasons.
Now understand. That's what I'm saying. One crazy person when it comes to ideas. To me,
civil servants and the judges.
Lawyer wouldn't want people to know
where he is going. But okay, you don't want the agents.
Even the wives and husbands. You know, some people they are crazy. They put the CV into the house.
Exactly. But
you will see a lot of divorce letters.
Exactly. The ballot system, I think we need to also work on the ballot system. And then another thing is the regional counting instead of the national counting. We can have the regional counting. Let's say Foni Bintang, Foni Berefed, and all these regions, you're counting sort of that way. The agents say communicate no control janga county. Yeah, safe. Nina agents, so a few agents in every region. I understand. Yela ballot can you can then ya regionally align so because ni not a national announcement na. Ku Jamal said do no nyokonol. And to me, one of the reasons error nara is it's one of them. Yeah. So to minimize that counting spots, when you diversify, you cannot have all the counting done at one place. What for? You know, that's what I'm going to say. And another thing finally is that this data, there are 1,000,001 questions that can be answered from this. It's a matter of what do you want to know? Yeah. What do you want to know? So I'm interested in the national trend, the trend of different political parties, and also to look at who are the kingmakers and so on, and the power of incumbency that I have shown here. But whoever wants to know more, the information is here. It's not easy to do this job. I have to write a lot of programs to be able to divide the numbers in ways in which they are. But the IEC only, actually I want to say something here. IEC is giving us records in only PDF in their website. These PDFs, unless you are manipulative and technical, you cannot play around it to know what had happened. So we need record in ways, in formats and extensions that are user friendly for you. You can use Excel, anybody or another person, but you give us.
So meaning for them, they don't even have anything like
no. These are things. I have to recreate all this. They don't do. They only give
like us when we see these numbers plenty. We say, "My friend, we don't know what."
They give us records in PDF, and then I think they need to do better in that. I mean, there could be reasons why they do that. Maybe they want to deny politicians or oppositions in seeing how records are kept with them. But I think this would be user friendly for the whole public for us to know. But then, like I said, Buba, 101 million questions can be answered here. So it depends on what you need to know, what you are interested in. But I have the ability to put it in any format, whichever way you want, however you want it, however much you want it, just the way you want it, and pass it over to you. Thank you.
Touba is based in the US, but of course you can always I'm not sure he wants to give his number on air.
You can say, I'll give you my email and my number, and then you can say, not everybody, but those that you think would use the number for something important.
That is right. That is right. Nga tendo kay jey bake Touba Ablaye and of course Mr. Cham pour kana nyim programme o bi mang layno leleno bayring programme o nying amanke live programme o di nga record la walatina man layno leleno tombe be commanderol tala le non pour mol fanan la be reaction ol mi alon kay wole kala ni nyinin karol but unfortunately Touba be murla America banko kam barna murtanan ko reke ma natilale no ani mole interact ko reke tay bari mba tentula kay je bake atene Mr. Chambe ani Ablaye pour kana nyim programme ro Charles Elvis Ngom le muta masingoto Mustafa Camara Lamine Diallo lebe caméral to nga Africell tendu ke je bake kanyim programme o fasa ka sembe ndiandi ke blodo nyim programme o kono be programme o kono be murana le ne talata nala ni ala kitita bye bye.
Hello! There's a new update from your favorite GSM operator, Africell.
For all of you that have struggled to buy cash power beyond $7,000, Africell has done it again. The limit to buy cash power is now up to $30,000. Oh yes, $30,000.
Buy all the cash power you want from your AfriMoney account by dialing *777#.
Where Africell goes, nobody dares to follow.
It's an amazing offer. Africell mobile money just got way better. The threshold for cash in and cash out on your AfriMoney has been increased.
Where it used to be 10,000 per transaction, now it has been increased to 30,000. Meaning, your AfriMoney account, you can now withdraw and deposit up to $30,000 at once.
Cashing in and out just got 3 times easier. For more info, call 777.
Where Africell goes, nobody dares to follow.
Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yonna Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yonna Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yonna Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, takaful fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yonna Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yonna Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yonna head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yonna branch located countrywide near you.
Momodou Cham, your go-to option when it comes to money transfer. With Jamano, you can send money from anywhere in the world to your family and loved ones in the Gambia and be sure the funds will be delivered to them within the shortest time possible. For your convenience, funds sent through Jamano Money Transfer can be picked from all the banks and multiple other financial institutions, including Ajib Bank, Trust Bank, GT Bank, Mega Bank, Basic Bank, Reliance Financial Services, and Approved Services. Visit our head office at Bruceby opposite AfricMed next to Trust Bank Limited or email us at info@jamanomt.com. You can as well call us on 310-3050 or 310-3051 or yet still 733-0688. Our opening hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Jamano Money Transfer, your most trusted money transfer service where customer satisfaction is paramount. When you think of a simple, fast, and reliable money transfer, think Jamano Money Transfer.